Breaking news, everybody. Star Wars and Lucasfilm have officially announced that they have found their director to Star Wars Episode 9 again. In case you didn't hear last week, Colin Trevorrow, the director of Jurassic World, Safety Not Guaranteed, The Book of Henry, and a couple other things, left Star Wars Episode 9 under some mysterious circumstances. We think either Lucasfilm fired him or he quit. Whatever happened, Star Wars was in the market for a new director of Episode 9. This year we have Episode 8 coming out. That movie's been completely fine. Rian Johnson's directing it. Looks to be completely awesome. But the one after that, in the main Rey, Finn, Kylo Ren saga, we're wondering who is going to direct this thing now. My personal pick was J.J. Abrams, the guy who did The Force Awakens. I think he could bring that element of fun back in, and it looks like Lucasfilm agreed with me because J.J. Abrams has officially been announced as the director of Star Wars Episode 9. It's funny because back in the day when he was promoting The Force Awakens, J.J. even said, like, man, you know, these Star Wars movies are hard work and everything, but they're so much fun. He's like, I need a break, but I would love to come back and do 9. I'm jealous of Colin for being able to do that. So remembering that, I am so excited now that this guy wants to come back and do this movie that's kind of always been ingrained in him, that like he's like, man, I really want to finish off this trilogy, because he's been a producer on Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and he was originally going to produce the Episode 9 as well. But now that he's coming back into direct, I really like to see that, because he's been a fan of Star Wars forever. And again, the fact that he wanted to get back into that director's chair really shows he's somebody with passion who's going to be ready to work with Lucasfilm, and somebody that will not, you know, kind of try to hijack the project and make it his own thing. Whatever happened with Lord and Miller on the set of their Han Solo movie, whatever happened with Trevorrow in the pre-production of Episode 9, I think that whatever happened with them, we can put to the side and say JJ will play ball with Lucasfilm. He will follow what they have to say, but he will also now, having worked on one Star Wars movie before, be able to inject some of his own creativity into it. A lot of people crap on Episode 7 for being a complete rehash of the original Star Wars 1977's A New Hope, but I think that movie was a lot of like what Lucasfilm wanted it to be. I think that Episode 9 will be what Lucasfilm wants it to be, but JJ will be able to throw in his own flavor to this movie as well. He'll be able to throw in a little bit more of what he wants to see in the movie, some more creative new things, which I think will be great. Along with him directing it, he's also writing the movie, which is kind of the one thing I wanted to talk about here, because it's funny. Originally what happened is Rian Johnson, director of Episode 8, he wrote a treatment, an overview of the script for Episode 9, and then Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly, the writing partners, they wrote the script for Episode 9. Then about a month ago, Jack Thorne, the writer of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child and a couple other things, he was brought in to a polish or rewrite of Trevorrow and Connolly's script. But now that JJ is being brought in, are they throwing aside Thorne's script, which was literally just started a month ago, or is he co-writing with Thorne? I'll be interested to hear that in the coming months. Now, I'm sure a lot of people will be disappointed that Rian Johnson, the director of Episode 8, doesn't immediately segue into Episode 9, but I think JJ's the perfect call, because Rian Johnson is a phenomenal director. Fight on, another USC guy active in the film industry, but I think that he will be worn out after Episode 8, and I want a movie that has fresh insight, still has the energy, and doesn't feel like it's kind of an Avengers Age of Ultron, where Joss Whedon still made a great film, but you could tell was a little bit burned out after the first Avengers movie. I think J.J. Abrams, having his time off and having his creativity back to 100%, will be able to do that. Rian Johnson, I think, will be involved, still serve as a producer in the process, and still make sure everything's the way it wants to be, but J.J. Abrams bring the fun that a final movie in a trilogy needs to have. He'll have the 100% originality and creativity that he has after a few years off, and he'll be able to work with Lucasfilm while following their orders, also being able to inject in a little bit of creativity on his own. I think this is a perfect call. This is what I wanted to happen, and I'm so happy it did happen. Some people, again, will be critical that Rian Johnson or Steven Spielberg or whoever else didn't get picked, but I love that JJ is coming back in to finish what he started all the way back when this deal was announced in 2012 for Lucasfilm to be bought by Disney. I'm so happy that these Star Wars movies are coming out every single year, guys, and I think this is one of my most excited now, or most anticipated for the next few years. Trevorrow, I was a little bit iffy on, but JJ, somebody I have 100% faith in, and I can't wait to see Episode 8 this fall and Episode 9 2019. Be sure to let me know what your guys' thoughts are on J.J. Abrams directing Star Wars Episode 9 in the comment section down below. Be sure to also follow me on Twitter at John M. Hayeck. Go over to mymoviethoughts.com or subscribe to this YouTube channel for tons more posts from me. Links to all three of those are in the description down below. You guys can also like this video, comment on it, share it with some friends. I am John Hayeck, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching.